Hello everyone. Today I'll be presenting an analysis of database recovery scenarios for Costello, focusing on two critical failure types that could impact their retail operations. We'll examine system failure and media failure scenarios, exploring how each occurs and specify recovery strategies needed to restore operations quickly and safely. Alright, so Costello is a large retail business operating stores with multiple stores around Melbourne, and they have an extensive inventory and thousands of daily transactions. So using actual customer data from Costello's database of 1,000 customers, we found an average spending score of 51.50. I calculated realistic downtime costs. As you can see from this chart, database downtime costs approximately $2,400 per hour, with the largest impact on inventory management at $800 per hour, followed by labor and operations at $600 per hour. With 24/7 operations and zero tolerance for data loss, robust recovery procedures are absolutely essential. Alright, so our first scenario is system failure or a crash. So during peak shopping hours, Costello's main database servers can experience an unexpected power outage, causing an immediate system crash. The impact will be significant. All active transactions are interrupted, point of sale systems go offline, data in the memory buffer is lost, and customers' order remain incomplete. This type of failure has a high frequency risk. It's common in all retail environment. However, the good news is that recovery time is relatively quick, typically just taking 2 to 5 minutes. The recovery process for system failures relies on checkpoints and transaction logs. And on the right hand side, it shows how it works. So first, when the system restarts, the database management system automatically initiates a recovery procedure. Second, it locates the last checkpoint in the transaction log, which is a saved state of database. Third, the system performs a redo operations, replaying all the transactions that occurred after the checkpoint to ensure that no completed work is lost. Finally, it performs undo operations, rolling back any transactions that were in progress but had not completed when the crash occurred. This automated process ensures data consistency and minimizes downtime. Now let's examine scenario 2, which is media failure or disk crash. In this case, the primary storage disk containing Costello's entire database suffers a catastrophic mechanical failure, which can lead to rendering all stored data completely inaccessible. The consequences of this are severe. The complete database is unavailable, the physical disk is unreadable, all transactions logged on disks are lost, and the business operations are halted. While this type of failure has a low frequency, meaning it is rare, but when it does occur, it relatively takes longer, from around 2 to 6 hours. This is why comprehensive backup strategies are absolutely critical. Moving on. Media failure recovery process. So it requires a more comprehensive approach with 4 key steps, which are listed below. So step 1, we replace the failed hardware and we install a new disk and prepare the system for restoration. Step 2, we restore the full database backup. This involves loading the most recent complete backup onto the new hardware. Step 3, we apply the archived transaction logs. This is called forward recovery, bringing the database up to the moment just before the failure. And then step 4 is we verify database integrity and resume operations. This process is more time sensitive, but ensures complete data recovery with minimal loss. Now let's compare these two scenarios through this comprehensive table. As you can see, they differ significantly across multiple dimensions. System failures are caused by power outage, operating system crash, whereas media failure disk or disk is caused by a disk mechanical or electronic failure. The annual frequency for system failures is pretty high, around 50 to 20 occurrences per year, whereas for media failure it is low, 1 to 2 occurrences per year. If you see about the downtime costs, for system failure, it is $142 per incident, whereas for media failure it is high, around almost $10,000 per incident. Alright, so in conclusion, database recovery is absolutely critical for business continuity at Costello. We've examined these two incidents, failure scenarios, each requiring its own tailored recovery strategy. Key takeaway is this, that different failure types demand different recovery approaches. Costello must implement both strategies: frequent automated checkpoints for quick crash recovery and regular comprehensive backups for catastrophic hardware failures.